Awesome. Welcome to tonight's webcast, guys. We're going to go over a product and a business opportunity that has been taking the world by storm for quite some time and impacting lives all over the world, but it's something that still many don't know about, and it's just about to go viral, and I wanted to show you guys first. There's going to be a lot of information I go over. This is just going to be a brief overview. I'm going to give you a bunch of places where you can reference more information, but the time is of the essence. It's an urgent matter, so I wanted to show you the brief overview first. Then you get back to whoever invited you here to get more detailed information. What you're going to see right now is the pre-launch. We've been building the foundation here in the United States for the last 3.5 years before this launch is occurring. Hopefully January 1st, 2018, that you guys get to see this before then. 20 to 30 minutes of undivided attention, please. I'm going to make sure I take off the endo. 1 second. Awesome. Fantastic. Here we go. So, my name is Darren Burks. I am 31 years old. I'm from Boston, Massachusetts. And I have been an entrepreneur for the last 10, 15 years. And I've been building businesses all over the world, mostly off of social media. And the reason behind that is because there's a lot of power behind social media. There's a lot of power behind the ability to, behind the ability to use technology to build a business. And so I run a couple of very successful companies online. I got a hold of this opportunity back in February of 2016, and I've ran with it ever since. It's become my passion. I have financial situations that take care of me elsewhere. This is not just financial. This is something that I'm passionate about doing to help impact people's lives. And so I haven't always been an entrepreneur. I started this way because of how I grew up. Both my parents were amazing people, and they really tried real hard my whole life to take care of me. We grew up rather poor. I never lived in a house. I always lived in an apartment. I just watched my parents struggle year after year. Unfortunately, my mom passed away when I was 14 to ovarian cancer, and then my father passed away when I was 20 to cancer as well. Shortly after that, I was homeless. And so the fact of the matter is, I saw my parents struggle their whole life, and then I had to watch them leave this earth not knowing if I was financially stable or not. And clearly I was not financially stable. And so it made me really sit back and think about things differently. It made me sit back and look at the world that we live in today and realize that so many people are struggling with how they live their life. And so I'm going to go into why this business opportunity right here is a platform that I have that I can share to kind of help people avoid the situation and the pain that I've been through in my life. When I first saw this company and was approached to me, I thought it was going to be like every other business that's ever been approached to me. And I have a pretty large social media following that I've built up over the years because of my businesses. So I've been approached with Herbalife and Beachbody and Advocare and Mary Kay and all these other companies. And not to say anything bad about other companies, there's a big difference, though, between a great company and a great opportunity. And so there are companies that are doing billions of dollars worth of business. They've been around forever, but that's half the problem, because you already know the name of the company and you already recognize it, the cat's out of the bag. There is no more opportunity there for massive growth. Plus, they were businesses that you had to do a lot of running around. It was a lot of salesy stuff. And to me, I just don't want to be involved with a company where you have to blast your social media and say, buy my stuff and this and that. And so it wasn't for me. So when I saw this, I realized this was so different. And I'm going to go into the business right now. So the two founders, the Hansen family, own one of the largest distributors of petroleum in North America. Billion-dollar family. Taylor family owns one of the largest potato distributors in North America. Actually distributes potatoes to Idaho Potatoes. I'm sure you've heard of them. And so that's a billion-dollar family. They both have ties in real estate development, hotels, commercial gas stations, all kinds of different opportunities. They came together to build this company back in 2017. It's an international wellness company. I don't like using the word supplement, because when I hear supplement, I think of like protein powders and get skinny quick things. And that's not what this is. It's whole food nutrition that is really impacting people on a much deeper level. So in 2007, it launched here in Idaho, in Idaho, the United States, but the market crashed in 2008. So we focused our efforts elsewhere, and we've now built in 64 countries all around the world. We're doing already $250 million in annual sales. but the key is less than 1% market penetration. That means that nobody really knows about this yet here, which is the key. You know, that's like the unicorn in business. I'll tell you, as a business investor, if you can find something that is already proven that it's going to work, but people don't know about it yet, that's like if someone could put you in a time machine and go back to, hey, listen, you should probably invest in Facebook. It's probably going to do something big. You should invest in Google. You know, that's knowing something before other people do. Our founders have never sold, failed, or lost, or went public in business, which is extremely important to me, to have solid foundation of business partners. That's the foundation of your business. So the demand here is, in 2016, there was more than $320 billion spent on prescription medication. And Americans account for only 5% of the world's population, but we buy more than 50% of the pharmaceutical drugs. Physicians frequently diagnose diseases that are directly impacted by your health and nutrition, but we don't realize in America there's places around the world that do not have those kind of issues. And so that's the situation that we have here, is we need to make sure that we understand that because of what we're putting in our body is why we're having and dealing with these diseases that we deal with around here. So heart disease, cancer, stroke, arthritis, diabetes, lupus, fibromyalgia, there's all kinds of different issues that people are dealing with here that we can help with this product. And so in upcoming years, the focus will shift from pharmaceutical to prevention and natural care. And people are realizing that you can actually save yourself a lot of time, pain, energy, and money if you care about your body first. I'm going to go over the products briefly, but you can find everything at KyaniScience.com, which will give you all the breakdown about all the products and ingredients. But for the brief overview, this is a triangle of health. This is the business we built for the last 10 years off this product. It works. All three individual products work as one. Sunrise is 22 superfoods, broken down into like a 1 ounce juice. You rip it, you sip it in the morning. It's based off the wild Alaskan blueberry. And there's 21 other superfoods from all around the world that make up this product. It's so high in antioxidant power that it's ridiculous. It's like basically like taking in 65,000 calories worth of nutrition in a 1 second sip. Paired with Sunset, which is a fish oil pill, but it's not like any other fish oil pill that's big and fat and smells. It has amazing properties because it's built off the wild Alaskan sockeye salmon, which is a free wild fish. It's not farm raised like most are, and it's paired with total triangles. If you're a female watching this webcast, please Google total triangles and see the benefit of those with females. Never mind for everybody. Total triangles have been scientifically proven to reduce tumor sizes. So that's one of the things that people are seeing, is that they're experiencing amazing sleep with that. That's the only product that you have to take around some kind of food source because it's a lipid soluble. It breaks down with food. Nitro's the third product. This helps your body produce nitric oxide naturally. Everybody knows that nitric oxide is a gas that we have in our body that we need to live as a human. And so as you get older, the nitric oxide supply actually diminishes. This is a product that's built off the noni plant from Southeast Asia and makes a concentrate that makes your body produce nitric oxide naturally. And this enhances your vascularity. It's a vasodilator. It helps pump oxygen and blood through your system. It helps with every cellular function. It helps give a nice background energy. And it also does all these things that you see on the bottom of your screen here. I'm not going to get into medical claims, but I'll tell you that there's thousands of testimonials, which I'll show you where to find in a minute. This product is helping with many, many people with many, many different issues. So it supports cognitive function, healthy blood sugar levels and cholesterol, increases sexual function. That's always fun. Increases cellular support, helps with the quality of sleep is one of the first things that people realize. And you don't have to change your eating habits. So this isn't a product in a fitness plan. This isn't a coaching program. This isn't you have to stop eating your pizza. This is just putting the proper nutrition in your body, which we should be doing anyway. I don't care what walk of life you come from. I don't care how old you are. If someone gave you a Ferrari, I'm pretty sure you put premium fuel in it, not regular gasoline. So I don't understand why people don't put premium fuel in their body instead of just regular food. And so this is something that is going to enhance your everyday life. This came out in March, and we basically took some of the core ingredients from the nutritional supplement and added it into make this anti-aging system paired it with the rare Swiss apple stem cell extract to have this anti-aging system that helps increase cellular activity, increases cellular turnover by 92%, hydrates the skin, reduces fine lines. This product is helping people heal the outside as well as the nutritional product healing from the inside. And it's based on all natural ingredients. It's not animal tested. It doesn't have petroleums and phthalates and all kinds of carcinogens as most skincare products have in it. And so this is something that people are loving. Both product lines, and that's all we have is these two, have a money back guarantee for 30 days. So people can try it and get their money back if they don't like it in 30 days. Before I even tried the products, I knew that this product had value because you won't last 10 years in business with a product if people are getting their money back. So I knew that we had something good. The reason why I'm so passionate about this company is not only because we're helping people with their health, but we're also being able to impact people financially. And this is my platform to show people how to jump from the left to the right side of this quadrant. If you look on the left side of your screen, you'll see something called the cash flow quadrant. Now, we don't get a financial education in school. This is something I had to learn from mentors and be taught. And this is the reason why most people aren't getting ahead in life, because they don't understand this stuff. 95% of people are an E or an S, meaning they have a job or they own a job. If you own your own business, you basically own a job. You don't have an asset. That's 95% of people. So if you go to work and if you sell a good or perform a service or trade your time, you clock in and clock out, and that's the only time you get paid. That's called linear income. In order to get paid again, you have to go back to work. This is a concept that's built into our heads as children, is that's the only way to get ahead in life. Just go get a job. That's not the case. 5% of people have figured out how to jump over to the right side, which is the B in the I. The business owner builds a business. They build some kind of asset that's going to pay them, whether they're on vacation, whether they're out with their family, they're sleeping in. No matter if they work or if they don't, they get paid. And an investor takes those assets and has that money make them money. That's 5% of people. The reason why this is so important is 37 to 53% of jobs will be lost to artificial intelligence by 2030. And if you don't believe me with that, if you're one of the people that are very, very in denial about how the economy is changing, look at grocery stores. If you went to a grocery store 10 years ago, you would see 10 checkout lines with 10 human beings. You go there today, you'll probably see 10 checkout lines with 10 self-checkouts and one human monitoring all 10 of them. That's just one example of how things are changing. See, Amazon, one of the largest companies in the world, already has a store called Amazon Go, and it's basically like a Whole Foods kind of convenience store. You walk in, you grab what you want, you walk out, your phone gets charged. You don't sit in a checkout, you don't deal with another human. It's all robotic, the entire store. Now that technology is going to go straight across retail, and that is going to eliminate 8 million jobs in retail. And a lot of people have come back with, hey, I'm not in retail. That's not going to affect me. A robot can't do my job. See, the problem with that ideology is that that's 8 million people that now need a new job. What about your job? What happens when more people go after the same job? Lower wages. That is a problem. That is a major problem in the world. People are going to school, getting degrees, and expecting everything to be okay like we've been told for many years. 1.5 million people last year under the age of 25. That's 53% of people that had bachelor's degrees were jobless or underemployed, meaning they're not getting paid what their degree is worth. We've been following the same system for so long. The educational system has not changed well over 100 years, but technology changes every 10 minutes. So we have to start realizing that like 40% of people could not come up with $2,000 in case of emergency right now. Now, I'm sure not one of you people on this webcast right now has started working just recently. I'm sure you've been working for years. I'm sure you've been working hard for years. And if you don't have an extra $2,000 to play with in case of an emergency, then whatever you're doing is not working. See, I hate the whole phrase, it is what it is. It's not what it is. It is what you make it. For a retiree to generate $40,000 a year after stopping work, he or she would need to build $1.18 million in retirement. Now, I'm looking at the people on the webcast right now. We have a younger crowd on this webcast. So this is out of sight, out of mind for a lot of people. But I'm telling you, when it comes down for you to retire, if you don't have well over $1 or $2 million in savings, you're in trouble and are not going to be able to retire. And this is something we don't want to start thinking about then. We should start thinking about right now. And so these two words are something that you, if anything you take from this webcast, learn these two words: assets and liabilities. Assets is something that puts money in your pocket whether you work or not. So this would be like if you owned an investment property, if you owned a 2-family house, rented out both sides and got an income from it, that would be an asset. If you own it, no matter if you work or not, you're going to get money from it. If you own a house and you're paying a mortgage, see, a lot of people think just because they own a house, that's an asset. It's not. Unless it's paying you profit per month, equity does not count. If you're paying rent or paying a mortgage, that's considered a liability. A liability is your bills, right? We all have bills. We all have cell phone bill, electrical bill, whatever, cable bill. We have bills that are residual. They reoccur every month. And so if you don't have assets that reoccur every month, but you have bills that reoccur every month, that means you're going to be working forever, right? You're never going to get ahead. And so my job here is to show you how to build up that asset column. That's like having an investment property or building a business like I'm going to show you how to do right now, or having stocks and bonds that pay dividends. The key is to be able to build up enough assets that offset your liabilities and you can become financially free. Like I've built my life where I don't have to work. I don't have to be doing this right now. If I don't do anything at all, I still will have my assets cover my liabilities. I can be traveling with my family, traveling the world, sleeping in, doing what I want. And you don't need to be a millionaire to do that. That's the concept. Being wealthy just means you have that covered. And so think in your mind as I go through the rest of this, how many bills you have per month. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. If you have $3,000 worth of bills per month, that's all the asset you need to bring up to be able to be financially free and consider wealthy. It's not millions of dollars. So I can show you how to do that. And this is how. The reason why I said no to so many other companies is because you had to be salesy. You had to be really pushy and aggressive and jump on Facebook and make posts, buy my stuff and buy my this and let me coach you. And that wasn't my thing. I didn't want to do that. But when I saw this business, we work off referrals. Now, that's a word that I'm sure everybody's familiar with, referrals. You refer a friend to the gym, you're going to get a free membership. You refer someone to T-Mobile, you'll get $50. You refer someone to the tanning salon, you're going to get a free tan. You refer someone to the restaurant, maybe they'll comp your lunch or whatever it might be. We do this every day. That's how you build an income here. When you become a business partner, you get samples. You hand samples to people that you care about and the people this product might help. So if I hand products to my friend Susie tries it, and she likes it, she's going to buy it from my pre-made website, which is already given to me by the business. So when you become a partner, you get a pre-made website that's all set for you. Simply by referring her to the product, by giving her a sample and having her buy it from the website, which gets shipped right from the warehouse, everything, I get paid for making that connection. That's it. Word of mouth, I made a connection, I get paid. Now, this helped me with my migraines, it's helped me with my fibromyalgia. I'm not going to pick a month and say, you know what, I think I want to get migraines this month, I'm not going to take the product. I'm on this product monthly. And so if I refer it to someone and they buy it monthly, I'm getting paid monthly for doing something one time. That's what residual is. When you can do something one time and get paid over and over again. But we can take it a next step further, and this is where I really want you to pay attention. You can refer people also to the company. And so how this works is, imagine if you worked at a coffee shop and you went to work tomorrow morning and your boss said, hey, I want to sell more coffee. I want to open up more stores, but in order for me to do that, I need more people to partner up with me and work here. I'm not going to spend millions of dollars on commercials that people don't watch or billboards that people don't look at to try to get people to come work with us. If you can refer people here, whatever they come in and whatever they do, I'll give you a matching percentage of their paycheck. Imagine going to work tomorrow, wherever you might work currently, and getting a matching percentage paycheck off of every single person that you work with. That is something, whether you're there or not, you're getting paid. So that's how in the last 22 months, I've been able to build a team of over 900, almost 900 people that when they get paid, I get paid. And that wasn't me referring 900 people directly. I referred a handful of people who referred a handful of people, and the word of mouth took over. We know how things can go viral these days, right? A dancing cat video can go get 10 million likes in 30 seconds because of how things can go viral with today's technology. Word of mouth takes over and you can build a business, okay? This is not completely easy, but it's very, very simple. It's a simple concept that I can show anybody how to do. So whoever invited you to this webcast today knows the value of timing, and they have top spots open in their organization. So whoever starts first, I mean, this isn't rocket science, ladies and gentlemen. Like, if you take a hold of an opportunity before somebody else does, you have the advantage, correct? So with this, there's top spots available. Like, if you get started, you can be able to take over and oversee everything that happens from this point on. There's up to $2,000 in balance in bonuses that come out, and you can get paid in your first 60 to 90 days. Like, just an extra $2,000 in bonuses that you can get paid. I didn't have that when I first started. When I first started, there was only $600 worth of bonuses. Now there's $2,000 worth of bonuses that you can get. The ranks on the right side of your screen are as simple as they can be. The more people that you refer to the product to the business, the more you get paid, clearly. So Garnet is like referring 2 people to the product and referring 2 people to the company. And then you do that 1 or 2 times, and boom, you're getting $75 extra a month. Residual. Do something 1 time, build it up, $75 extra a month. You refer a couple more people, or the people that you refer a couple more people. However it happens, you get to Jade, extra $300 extra a month. Just $300 extra a month can pay a couple bills. Both those positions people can hit in minutes, if not weeks, if not months. Pearl is where you can really take over, because I'm a realtor and I saw a lot of people lose their house back in 2008 because they couldn't come up with an extra $500. You know, single moms that are spending $30,000 a year in daycare to try to make $35,000 a year just to have a net profit of $5,000, but then have to spend all that time away from their family. This is something that I can help them avoid. I can help show them how to build that income, that asset that's going to pay them regardless if they're there or not. Then Sapphire is just a few more referrals, and this is where I can help you knock off 2 of your biggest liabilities. So I want you to stop and think right now. What are you doing in your life that is going to allow you 30 days, 6 months, a year from now not to have to pay your mortgage or your rent or your car payment? And is there anything that's set in place in your life right now that's going to allow you to knock those 2 liabilities off your table and not have to pay them again? Most likely not. With this, an extra $1,500 a month takes care of someone's mortgage or rent or most of it, and then you get a dream car qualified. So you get a $1,000 down payment plus $500 a month for a car payment. It has to be a white car. You buy it, you lease it, you own it. We just make the payment for you. And so that is a way we knock off 2 of people's biggest liabilities simply by referring people to a product and to a company. That's how powerful this is. These are my 4 favorite ranks. The ranks do get higher. You can make a ton of money. Emerald is where I cracked the 6-figure income. That's an average at about $8,000 extra a month. I did that in 16 weeks, which isn't super fast, isn't super slow. I just worked at it. But the sky is the limit here. And so I have a friend of mine that I saw when I first looked at this business that was already doing. He was from Texas. And when I knew him, he wasn't doing so hot. He was in probably the worst time of his life when I knew him. And then I saw him in this business, and he had climbed up to Purple Diamond in 12 months, averaging between $50,000 and $100,000 a month in his early 30s. And so this gentleman, obviously that's an extreme example, but that's just an example of someone says, you know what? I deserve better. I deserve more out of life. I'm going to try to find the right people that can steer me in the right direction and help me get there. So many people just don't look for more. So many people just get content and complacent. And that's the most dangerous place you can possibly be. And so I saw my friend go from literally broke, getting his car repoed, to making, the month I joined, he made $187,000 in 1 month because he got a $100,000 bonus. That made it real to me. And so that's why I'm so crazy about showing this as quickly as I possibly can. The reason why we're succeeding so quickly and there's so much money to be had is because Team Fusion is our team inside of Kyani, the company. Mark Davenport from Dubai is my mentor. He's worth a net worth of $500 million. He was using this product as a customer in Europe. He was a triathlete. He was using it as a customer. He liked it. And so he partnered up with Scott Balch, who you see on your screen right here, who's an internet marketing guru. And they said, you know what? We have something special here. If you have a product that people want, you can build a business around it. But we want to do things differently. So they merged online marketing with network marketing and created this referral system. Within 3 years, our team has produced over $150 million a year in sales. Just our team. And so we have record number 5 and 6 figure earners. There's multi-millions of dollars worth of commissions to be had. This is wide open. There's trips. I just got back from the Caribbean. They paid for a 7-day cruise, all inclusive for me and a guest. They take care of you. And so the tools that we have here, I'm not going to get into in detail, but it's so simple. If you can reference someone to a website, teamfusionfamily.com. Go to that website after this webcast is done. You can hear more testimonials. You can see more success stories and hear from success stories like mine from other leaders, hear about the product, learn about the business. You can see a webcast just like this. You can download our app. We have a Kyani app. And then we have a team app, Team Fusion. There's so many tools. This isn't about you being a salesman. This isn't about you being the man and knowing everything. This is about you being the middleman. If you can middleman and show people information, that's it. I'm not here to convince people. I'm not here to convince people of anything. Our numbers prove what we're doing. I'm here just looking for people that see what I see by simply showing them information. We have a Facebook group, which I'll go over in a minute. But then we also have a charity program, which is near and dear to my heart, because I grew up on Salvation Army Christmas presents. I grew up on government cheese and food stamps. There was like actual stamps back then. That's how old I am, though. But that's how I grew up. And so with this, we partner with Convoy of Hope, and we created Caring Hands, which gives you instant mashed potatoes, $25. You feed a family of 5 or a child for a week. We send this to disaster areas in third world countries. We just sent, we fed over 1 million people last year. We sent over 180,000 meals down to Hurricane Harvey victims and Irma victims. This is just our way to give back. This is something that's attached to what we're doing, and I'm very passionate about it. This is our Facebook group that we released August 23rd. Called Wellness Simplified. There's thousands of testimonials that you can search and find from all over the world, from thousands of different people. This group, private group, launched August 23rd. Within its first 28 days, we had 23,600 members. Exponential growth. 8,000 new members in the next 28 days. 27,000 comments. 13.4 thousand comments here. What this tells me is that people know what they want. And this is something in demand, and this is something that's happening quickly. And like I said, things go viral very, very quickly. So you're seeing this before anybody else. This is how you get started, and this is the ability to own your own business, be in business for yourself, have a pre-made website, get products, have a customer service department, a mentorship program. It's a turnkey business. Coming from a traditional business world, I've spent tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars building businesses. My domain name for my other company cost me more than all 3 of these combined. So for under $1,000, you can have $1,500 worth of product for the premium pack, $850 worth of product to hand out for the builder pack, and $550 worth of product for the product pack. Whoever invited you here can go into it more deep, but how I say things, middle pack and the far right, the premium pack, if you want to build a business. If you're serious about building a business, those two. If you just want to be a customer and maybe refer a handful of customers, get the passive product pack. That's the one on the far left. Just the tax benefits. If you don't know tax loopholes, you got to start learning them, because you can get ahead in life just off of tax benefits. By owning your own home-based business, there are so many write-offs that I save more money a year in write-offs than all 3 of these combined, times like 2. And so you can save a ton of money. Ask your friend more about that. This is my last 2 slides here. This is how a business plays out. This is how it looks. Formulation phase is the first few years of a business. This is where 99% of businesses fail. They don't get off the ground. Concentration phase is a few years after that. That's when businesses start knowing what they're doing. They start making some money, getting a little bit of headroom. Then a point critical mass comes. This is when there's enough social proof matched with a divine system that it works. It's a proven system. That's when momentum takes off. That's when all of a sudden you're rising through to $1 billion business. Then comes long-term stable growth. So like I said earlier, there's good companies out there that are already $1 billion companies. They're in long-term stable growth. There is no growth to be had. Amazon is still a company that's growing, but it's not going to grow as exponentially as it's grown in the past, right? Because everybody already knows about it. The point that you're seeing this right now is at that critical mass point. I've spent the last 2 years of my life building the foundation of this business, waiting for this moment right now. And so that's why we're in such a rush to show you this. This is my last slide. If you're someone that's looking at this for the first time, either see, be a customer, try it. There are so many testimonials that you can see that this product is helping people. But isn't it worth a shot? It's a money-back guarantee. You're probably thinking of people in your life right now that have migraines, arthritis, or fibromyalgia, or back pain that you could help by just referring them to this product. Why not? What's it hurt? You get your money back, or maybe you get off medication, or you love to go off medication, right? This isn't like a gimmicky, look better in a bikini in a week, fix your eyebrows, wrap your tummy, paint your toenails kind of thing. You know, this is something that's really impacting people on a deep level. Or maybe everything looks good to you and you understand the value of timing. You understand what we have here, but you're broke. That happens. You know, that's a lot of people in this situation. But not one of you people in this webcast right now just started working yesterday. If you don't have money put aside for your future that you could use for something like this, then we got to fix that. Let's do something today to make sure you're never in that situation ever again. Because you have to remember, if you want something different out of life, you need to do something different. If you keep doing what you're doing, expecting a different result, that's the definition of insanity, right? So there was only 3 things that I needed to know for sure before I said yes and green-lighted this project. And this goes for any business. This is just business advice from me to you, that the product, did it make sense scientifically, and was there a demand? Scientifically, KayangaScience.com makes sense. There's surely a demand. If 30,000 people are joining a group within 28 days, that's a demand. So that was a green light for me. Number 2, is there a foundation that you can build a business around? These owners have never lost or sold a business. They own billion-dollar companies that have a lot on the line. If they messed up with this business, it could destroy their entire reputation for everything else they're a part of. That's somebody that I want. They have skin in the game. So being partners with them is something that's strong. That was a green light for me, right? Number 3, you can have a great product. You can have an amazing demand. But if you don't have a system of distribution to make that product be able to get out to the masses quickly and effectively, you don't have a business. So knowing that they went to referrals, I was like, wow, you're going to appeal to so many more people that you don't have to be a salesy type of person. It's just based off of referrals and word of mouth. That was a green light to me. I was 3 months into this business, driving a paid for Mercedes. That was my first car. I just upgraded to a Maserati last year, but I had a Mercedes first. And I didn't even know how I was getting paid. I saw my paychecks and they were just abbreviations for the different kinds of commissions. I had no idea what it was. QV, CV, SV, KV. I was so confused, but I was making money because I was just passionate. All I needed to know was those 3 things. In business, you can't know everything before you get started. You only have to know those 3 solid things, and then you get running and take action. And this is why I take action in life. And this is why I sound like a mad person right now talking to you, because I'm passionate about showing people how to get off their ass and take action. My father was a Marine Corps vet. He went to the Vietnam, fought in the war, came home, went right to work, went to the union, worked as a floor layer, and good benefits, good wages. You know, he was doing the right thing. And he had to work more and more as time went on because the wages weren't rising with inflation. So starting a union job 20, 30 years ago was not the same as starting a union job today. And so I saw him struggle his whole life. And so my mom passed away when I was 14. And then my father didn't want to remarry. All he wanted to do was go travel the world. He just wanted to go see the country that he fought for and get an RV. So I saw an RV pamphlet sitting on his nightstand every day through high school. My father got sick, and that pamphlet was still sitting there on his nightstand, day after day, year after year, month after month. I saw that pamphlet sit there till the day I had to throw it away. That was the day that my dad died. My dad never got to take that trip. My dad never got to do anything. And it's because he bought into one of the biggest lies that we are told as people, is that as long as you work hard and you do the right thing, everything will work out. And that is such a lie, because you can work hard, you can be a good person, you can do everything in your power to do the right thing, But if you're pointing in the wrong direction, if you're not in the right vehicle, it's not going to work out for you. And I'm sorry to crash everybody's hopes and dreams with that, but I've watched thousands and thousands and thousands of people work for companies for 40 years and have their pension ripped out, or have the company collapse and have no backup, no retirement. Go to a Walmart and look at the person greeting you saying, welcome to Walmart, being an 80-year-old woman that should be in retirement, having fun, enjoying the rest of her life, but she had to go back to work because she didn't have enough retirement to keep her going. She outlived her retirement. There's a lot of people in this world that have done the right thing and have lost. And so I'm here to show people, the people that want to do the right thing, the people that do want to work hard and still have all those qualities, but do it in the right direction with the right mentorship and the right guidance to change their life. That's what I'm here to do. And if that's you, get back to whoever invited you to this webcast and let's go. If it's not, that's cool too. I'm not here to convince people. If I wanted to convince people I'd be a kindergarten teacher and give out gold stickers, that's not what I'm here to do. I'm here to look for people that really want to leave an impact in the world. I want to look for people. I make plenty of money from my other companies. I'm here for significance. It's not about a weekly paycheck to me. It's not about how much money I can make and how many commas I can have in my paycheck per se. It's about how many lives I can impact. The butterfly effect is an amazing thing. And once you figure out that you as a single human being can impact and touch hundreds of thousands of lives just by word of mouth, your whole world gets opened up. I promise you that. This has been my passion. This has been my life. And I hope that you see what I see. And if you do, act quickly. Get back to whoever invited you here. I thank you for coming on this tonight's webcast. My name is Darren Burks. I live Kiani. Yeah.